Welcome to the enchanting world of nature's bounty. Hi, my name is Debbie, and I am the creator of the Buckeye Bloomstead channel. We are glad you have joined us for this video today. I have a question for you. What would you do if you were out in the woods, far away from home, stranded? You were hungry, but it was going to be a while before help could get to you. This is just one scenario you may face in nature. Or let's say you wanted to find a way to supplement your diet with plants from nature. Not out of your garden, but right out of nature, in all its raw beauty. Today, we embark on a journey through the wilderness to discover the edible treasures hidden within. From vibrant fruits to nourishing roots, these 25 common plants and trees can sustain you in the wild. Join me as we unravel the secrets of these remarkable gifts of nature. Before we get started, please be sure to subscribe to our channel. It helps our channel grow, and liking it tells YouTube that you are enjoying our video content. In turn, they will help push out our videos to more viewers like you. The competition is steep, so subscribing and liking our video will help immensely. Now on to our video. We have spent a lot of time in research for this video. Due to the nature of the topic we are covering, there are some safety tips we want you to always keep in mind when foraging for food in nature. First and foremost, always be sure you are able to identify exactly what it is you think is edible. Always. We like to say, when in doubt, leave it out. So if you are not able to identify a plant 100%, don't guess. It is not worth the risk. So here are some tips for novice foragers to ensure a safe and successful foraging experience. Tips for novice foragers. Number 1, start with a guidebook. Invest in a reliable foraging guidebook specific to your region. These books often have detailed descriptions and clear photographs to help you accurately identify plants. You can even find apps for your phone that will help you identify plants, but keep in mind, a guidebook as a backup ensures you have a secondary way of identifying plants just in case your phone runs out of battery or is lost while out in nature. Number 2, learn from experts. Join local foraging groups, attend workshops, or go on guided foraging walks with experienced foragers. Learning from experts can greatly enhance your knowledge and confidence. Number 3, proper identification is key. We can't stress this enough, which is why it is being covered again. Always positively identify a plant before consuming it. Use multiple sources, guidebooks, apps, online resources to cross-check your findings. Be aware of look-alike plants that may be toxic. Double-check identification features such as leaf shape, flower structure, and habitat. Number 4, understand local laws and regulations. Foraging laws vary by region. Ensure you are aware of and comply with local regulations regarding foraging on public or private land. In a do-or-die situation such as being lost out in nature, you've got to do what you have to do to survive. We pray you are never in that situation, though. If you are, and you are prepared, this knowledge will serve you well. Number 5, start small and simple. Begin with easily identifiable and common plants, such as dandelions, nettles, and wild garlic. These are often found in abundance and have fewer toxic lookalikes. Go out into nature and test your knowledge. Use that time to become familiar with the tools you have chosen to help identify plants. Finding edibles is also a great way to supplement your diet too, since many of the plants we will be covering in this video are highly nutritious. Number 6, respect the environment. Harvest responsibly by taking only what you need and leaving plenty for wildlife and future growth. Avoid over-harvesting any single area. Stick to sustainable foraging practices, such as not pulling up entire plants when only leaves or flowers are needed. Number 7, be aware of pollution. Avoid foraging near roadsides, industrial areas, or places that may be contaminated with pesticides or other pollutants. Always forage from clean, natural environments. Number 8, use proper tools. Equip yourself with basic foraging tools such as a sharp knife, scissors, a basket or cloth bag, and gloves, especially for handling prickly plants. Number 9, know when to harvest. Learn the best times to harvest different parts of plants. For example, leaves are often best in spring, while roots may be better in fall. Number 10, test new foods carefully. When trying a new wild food, start with a small amount to ensure you don't have any adverse reactions. Some people may have allergies or sensitivities to certain plants. Number 11, Practice good hygiene. Wash all foraged foods thoroughly before consumption to remove dirt, insects, and potential contaminants. Boiling can also help ensure safety. Number 12, keep a foraging journal. Document your findings, locations, and experiences in a foraging journal. This can help you track the growth patterns of plants and improve your foraging skills over time. Number 13, safety first. Never forage alone in remote areas. Let someone know your plans and estimated return time. This is generally a common sense rule to follow when heading into nature. We recommend never venturing into nature alone. It is always a good idea to take someone with you. Also, when you venture out into nature, be sure to carry a basic first aid kit, plenty of water, and a map or GPS device, a whistle, and of course, a fully charged phone. Also be sure to include a flashlight in case you get caught out in nature after dark. There are other items that would be valuable to have on hand, but this is what we consider the very basic. Also, be sure to dress for the weather and have a lighter of some sort, just in case you need to start a small fire for warmth if you find yourself stranded overnight and need to keep warm. Better to carry it and not need it than to need it and not have it. Even if you think you won't be gone long, always make sure you are prepared because things happen unexpectedly. Number 14, educate yourself on all of the edible parts of a plant. Don't assume the entire plant is edible, because not all parts of a plant are edible. Some plants have edible leaves, for example, but toxic roots or vice versa. Ensure you know which parts are safe to consume. And last but not least, number 15, enjoy the experience. Foraging is not just about finding food. It's a way to connect with nature and learn about the ecosystem. Take your time to appreciate the natural world around you. Now that we have gotten the tips out of the way for safe foraging, we will move on with the plants to look for in nature. From vibrant fruits to nourishing roots, these 25 common plants and trees can sustain you in the wild. Stay with us until the end as we unravel the secrets of these remarkable gifts of nature. Starting with plant number 1, primrose, Primula vulgaris. The primrose, or Primula vulgaris, is one of the first plants to greet us in early spring, often peeking through the snow in late winter. This woodland beauty, with its crinkled leaves and pale yellow flowers, is more than just a visual delight. Its leaves, flowers, and roots are all edible. Historically, primrose leaves were used in salads and teas, believed to have calming properties. Imagine stumbling upon a patch of these during a chilly spring hike, offering not just sustenance, but also a hint of springtime's promise. Plant 2, wild garlic, Allium ursinum. Beneath the canopy of ancient woodlands, the scent of wild garlic, or Allium ursinum, heralds its presence long before it comes into view. Its broad, glossy leaves and starry white flowers are a forager's delight. In medieval times, wild garlic was used to ward off evil spirits and was believed to have protective properties. Today, its pungent leaves are a prized ingredient in soups, pesto, and salads, providing a wild, earthy flavor that connects us to the forest floor. Plant number 3, nettle, Urtica dioica. Often regarded as a nuisance, the stinging nettle, Urtica dioica, conceals a treasure trove of nutrients beneath its prickly exterior. Rich in iron, calcium, and vitamins A and C, nettles have been a staple in traditional medicine and cuisine. Harvested carefully, these leaves can be transformed into soups, teas, and even nettle beer. Throughout history, nettles have been used to make strong fibers for cloth and cordage, showcasing their versatility and enduring value. Plant 4, dandelion, Taraxacum officinale. The dandelion, or Taraxacum officinale, is a symbol of resilience and renewal. This ubiquitous plant, often dismissed as a mere weed, is a powerhouse of nutrition. Its leaves, flowers, and roots are all edible. Dandelion leaves were once a favored spring tonic, believed to cleanse the blood and aid digestion. The roots, when roasted and ground, create a caffeine-free coffee substitute that has sustained many through hard times. Plant 5, wood sorrel, Oxalis acetosella. With its delicate heart-shaped leaves and tangy lemon-flavored taste, wood sorrel, Oxalis acetosella, adds a refreshing zest to wild foraging. Often found carpeting forest floors, this plant has been used in folk remedies for centuries. Its high vitamin C content made it a valuable resource for sailors combating scurvy. A handful of these bright leaves can lift spirits and provide a burst of natural flavor. Plant 6, Wild strawberries, Fragaria vesca. The wild strawberry Fragaria vesca is a jewel of the forest. These small, intensely sweet berries have been cherished since ancient times. The Romans believed them to be a cure for melancholy, and medieval herbalists used them to treat a variety of ailments. Finding these tiny red gems in the wilderness is like discovering nature's candy, each bite bursting with the essence of summer. Plant 7. Purslane, Portulaca oleracea. Purslane, Portulaca oleracea, is a succulent plant that thrives in sunny, open areas. Its fleshy leaves and stems are packed with omega-3 fatty acids, making it a nutritious addition to any wild salad. Ancient Egyptians valued purslane for its medicinal properties, and it remains a staple in Mediterranean cuisine today. Its slightly sour, salty taste is a delightful surprise for those accustomed to more conventional greens. Plant 8. Yarrow, Achillea millefolium. Yarrow, or Achillea millefolium, has a storied history dating back to ancient times. Named after the Greek hero Achilles, who is said to have used it to treat his soldiers' wounds, yarrow is both a powerful medicinal herb and a versatile wild food. Its feathery leaves can be used in salads, and its flowers make a fragrant tea. Yarrow's antiseptic properties have made it a valued remedy for centuries, symbolizing the healing power of nature. Plant 9. Chickweed, Stellaria media. Chickweed, Stellaria media, is a humble yet prolific plant that often carpets gardens and woodland edges. Its mild, slightly sweet taste makes it a favorite among foragers. Rich in vitamins and minerals, chickweed has been used in traditional medicine to treat skin conditions and support respiratory health. Its delicate leaves and small white flowers are a testament to the often overlooked beauty and utility of wild plants. Plant 10. Wild asparagus, Asparagus officinalis. The tender shoots of wild asparagus, Asparagus officinalis, are a prized delicacy for those lucky enough to find them. These young spears, emerging in early spring, have a flavor that is both fresh and earthy. Wild asparagus has been enjoyed since ancient times, revered by the Egyptians and cultivated by the Romans. Its presence in the wild is a reminder of the culinary treasures hidden in nature's pantry. Plant 11. Burdock, Arctium lapa. Burdock, Arctium lapa, is a plant of imposing stature, with leaves that can reach 3 feet in length. Beneath the soil lies its true treasure, a long, robust taproot. Rich in carbohydrates and fiber, burdock root has been a staple in traditional diets across Europe and Asia. In Japan, it is known as gobo and is celebrated for its earthy flavor and health benefits. Digging up a burdock root is laborious but rewarding, providing a substantial source of sustenance. Plant 12. Elderberry, Sambucus nigra. The elderberry, Sambucus nigra, is often found along hedgerows and forest edges, its dark purple berries hanging in heavy clusters. These berries have long been considered a superfood, rich in antioxidants and vitamins. Folklore tells of elderberries being used to ward off evil spirits, and in more practical terms, they were a vital resource for making syrups, wines, and medicinal remedies. A true gift from the wild, elderberries continue to nourish and protect. Plant 13. Pine nuts, Pinus pp. High in the pine trees, nestled within the cones, are the delicate and nutritious pine nuts. These seeds, rich in protein and healthy fats, have been a valued food source for indigenous people around the world. Pine nuts are not only a culinary delight, but also an essential survival food. Gathering them requires patience and keen observation, but the reward is a handful of nature's energy-packed nuggets. Plant 14. Rosehip, Rosa canina. The bright red fruits of the dog rose, known as rosehips, are a vibrant source of vitamin C. During World War II, British citizens were encouraged to harvest rosehips to make syrup, compensating for the shortage of citrus fruits. These tangy, nutritious fruits can be made into jams, teas, and syrups, providing a healthful boost during the colder months. Each rosehip is a testament to nature's resilience and generosity. Plant 15. Cattail, Typha latifolia. The cattail, Typha latifolia, is a remarkable plant, thriving in wetlands and along riverbanks. Often called nature's supermarket, every part of the cattail is edible at different times of the year. In spring, the young shoots, or cossacks, can be eaten raw or cooked. The pollen, collected in summer, can be used as a flour substitute. Native American tribes relied on cattails for food, medicine, and even weaving material, showcasing its extraordinary versatility. Plant 16. Sorrel, Rumex acetosa. Sorrel, Rumex acetosa, with its arrow-shaped leaves and tangy, lemony flavor, has been a cherished wild green for centuries. Medieval monks cultivated sorrel in their gardens, using it to make refreshing spring soups. Its high vitamin C content made it a valuable remedy for scurvy. Whether added to salads, soups, or sauces, sorrel's sharp, clean taste brings a burst of freshness to any dish. Plant 17, Mullein, Verbascum thapsus. Standing tall and regal, mullein, Verbascum thapsus, is easily recognized by its towering stalk and fuzzy leaves. Known as nature's bandage, mullein leaves were used to wrap wounds and soothe irritated skin. The flowers and leaves can be brewed into a tea to relieve respiratory ailments. Mullein's impressive stature and healing properties have earned it a place of honor in the wild plant kingdom. Plant 18, Pineapple weed, Matricaria discoidea. Pineapple weed, Matricaria discoidea, is a humble plant often found along paths and roadsides. Its small, conical yellow flowers emit a delightful pineapple scent when crushed. This scent hints at its use in teas and salads, adding a fruity note to wild foraging. Despite its unassuming appearance, pineapple weed offers a pleasant surprise for those who take the time to notice it. Plant 19, Crabapple, Malus sylvestris. The crabapple, Malus sylvestris, is the wild ancestor of our cultivated apples. These small, tart fruits were once a staple in traditional diets, used to make jellies, ciders, and preserves. In folklore, crabapples were symbols of fertility and protection. Though too sour to eat raw, when cooked, they transform into a delicious and versatile ingredient, connecting us to the ancient culinary traditions of our ancestors. Plant 20, Clover, Trifolium pratense. The red clover, Trifolium pratense, with its vibrant pink flower heads, is a symbol of good fortune and fertility. These blossoms are not only beautiful but also rich in protein and minerals. Historically, clover was used to improve soil health and as fodder for livestock. Today, its sweet, slightly nutty taste can be enjoyed in salads and teas, offering a nutritious and flavorful addition to the wild food repertoire. Plant 21, Plantain, Plantago major. Broadleaf plantain, Plantago major, is a common and resilient plant often found in lawns and footpaths. Its broad leaves are packed with vitamins and minerals, and its seeds can be ground into a flour. Traditionally, plantain leaves were used to treat wounds and insect bites. This waybread, as it was known, is a versatile and accessible wild food, demonstrating nature's ability to thrive even in the most trampled areas. Plant 22, Wild mint, Mentha arvensis. The invigorating scent of wild mint, Mentha arvensis, is a refreshing find along streams and damp areas. This aromatic herb has been used for centuries to flavor food and as a medicinal remedy. Wild mint leaves can be used to make teas, salads, and sauces, adding a cooling menthol flavor. Its invigorating aroma and taste connect us to the pure, untamed essence of the wild. Plant 23, Lamb's quarters, Chenopodium album. Lamb's quarters, Chenopodium album, is a nutritional powerhouse often overlooked as a common weed. Rich in vitamins A and C, calcium, and iron, its tender leaves can be used in place of spinach. Ancient civilizations, including the Greeks and Romans, valued lamb's quarters as a staple food. Today, it remains a versatile and nutritious wild green, ready to enhance any foraged meal. Plant 24, Blackberries, Rubus fruticosus. Blackberries, Rubus fruticosus, are a beloved wild fruit, their juicy dark berries a highlight of summer foraging. These bramble fruits have been gathered for thousands of years, celebrated for their sweet, tart flavor and high antioxidant content. The leaves can also be used to make a medicinal tea. Wandering through a thicket of wild blackberries is a sensory delight, offering a taste of nature's dessert. Plant 25, Acorns, Quercus pp. Acorns, the seeds of oak trees, are a testament to nature's generosity. Though often overlooked, these nuts have sustained human populations for millennia. Once leached of their tannins, acorns can be ground into flour or eaten roasted. Native American tribes relied on acorns as a dietary staple, creating nutritious meals from these abundant nuts. The humble acorn, with its rich history and nutritional value, is a fitting end to our journey through nature's bounty. And so, our journey through the wilds comes to a close. The plants we've encountered today are more than mere foliage. They are the lifelines of our ancestors, the hidden treasures of the forest, and the sustenance of survival. As you wander through the wilderness, may you see these plants not just as part of the scenery, but as the remarkable gifts they truly are. Until next time, stay curious, stay respectful, and always tread lightly on the earth.